Patty Stalker here from WestfordCAT, and I have Jeff Stevens with me. He is Westford's health director. And hi, how you doing? You must be crazy over there.
It's a busy time of year for us, no doubt.
Yeah, I bet with the flu clinics and the whole COVID shutdown. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. So I appreciate and thank you for coming on. I know you guys are busy. I know you're busy, but I thought we could talk today a little bit about Halloween. I know some towns have sort of decided against having kids trick-or-treating, but the Board of Health gave the green light, and I thought we could talk a little bit about that today.
Sure. So yeah, there's obviously been a lot of talk in a lot of communities about Halloween, and obviously nobody wants to shut a holiday down at all. And the reason why the board kind of came up with uh, the reasoning that it was okay to trick or treat this year is we felt that traditional trick or treating in itself was probably not a great idea, but if we made some modifications to that, it might be a little bit easier. Obviously, if people are unwell or not comfortable participating, we don't want them to do that. Shut your lights off. You don't have to participate. Certainly, people understand this year on why you may or may not be doing so. But if you are families that are going to participate and you are going to go out, we're just asking that you make sure that you've got hand sanitizer with you. Make sure that you're staying within your own family bubble when you're going to people's houses. You're wearing a mask, especially when you can't separate 6 feet from people. That's very important. We're probably going to change that to wearing a mask at all times when you're out trick-or-treating, just to get another layer of protection in there, or increase what we currently have. And we're encouraging people to not have large Halloween costume parties, to not go to large gatherings, and to just understand that we know when there's community spread such as this, we can do some things safely, but putting yourself in a risky situation or carrying on with risky behaviors such as a large crowded Halloween party, which I know a lot of us like to go to, and I know I personally go to one every year that I'm probably not going to this year because it's probably not going to happen. So we're all going to have to adjust and sacrifice to those things. But I think as far as the risk level for trick-or-treating, I think it can be done fairly safely. There currently, as of today of this interview, only one child in the Westford school system that actually is COVID positive. So we're not seeing a high incidence rate in that school age group, which is good news. That may or may not change, and the ability to trick or treat may change depending on what happens between now and the 31st. So people really need to pay attention to what they're doing now. The harder we work now, the greater the chance we're able to do the things we want later.
I saw that you are recommending that a family or a child go up to a house and other people wait like at the end of the driveway or something along those lines and sort of keep that distance between
Yes,
groups.
we would like to see one family leave before another one shows up. Just like you would in almost any other operation, when you go to an ATM or you go to a bank, you let the people in front of you finish their business, then you can move up and do theirs. So that's what we're really looking for, is keeping that same social distance mindset when you're out trick-or-treating.
So let's talk about clinics, Jeff. It's flu season, and
It sure is.
where are the vaccinations happening?
So right now we have 3 larger clinics planned. One is going to be on the 8th, and that clinic is going to be at the Franco-American Club. That is geared primarily towards our senior population, where we give our high dose vaccination. We are keeping that as an in-house clinic, mainly because that population, I think, will respond best to that, and they can. We've got it set up in a way that they're going to be staying in their cars until we can allow a certain group of people in. We've built in some cleaning and disinfection time into that clinic, and we've got our 11 nurses trained and ready to go to run that. For the general public, we're changing our clinics a little bit. We're going to a drive-through clinic, which we've never done before. So this is going to be brand new for us.
A drive-through in Westford?
A drive-through in Westford. We are using the Westford Water Department. They've got a drive-through bay. It's well lit. It'll be, we think, something a little different. We're asking everybody to show up in a short sleeve shirt or be prepared to have a vaccine in the car. They're going to be on the 15th and the 22nd from 4 to 7 p.m. And it's going to, like I said, it's going to be a little different for us to try this out and see how it works. But we've got police details ready to go. We've got our cleaning protocol ready to go. And we also know that getting that flu vaccine this year is very important. In fact, I can tell you this one personal story. I was this year getting my annual physical a few days ago, and my doctor is linking some climate change to the fact that flu's already hitting the area. So we're already seeing influenza show up in the Northeast. It's a little bit early, but it's just a really good reason for people to get that vaccine.
They register online? How do they go about doing that?
So there's a form you fill out online, and it's the insurance form. There's no pre-registration per se, because a lot of seniors may not have a computer where they can do that. So we have, for the ones that can, we have forms online they can fill out. For the ones that can't do that, we've got forms that will be ready to go for them to fill out there. And they'll fill out those outside as opposed to the traditional format of having 15 to 20 people in line at a time. We're going to reduce that by a significant amount by having just people allowed in a few at a time and as they're ready to go.
Terrific. Great information again, Jeff. Thank you so much for taking the time. Like I said, I know you're really busy, so good info. And yeah, stay safe.
Yeah, we're doing that. And as information changes over the next few weeks, we'll make sure we keep people updated. Every Wednesday, the state is updating their local dashboards on percent positivity and the incident rates per 100,000. Currently, Westford is still considered a low-risk state or low-risk community.
Yep.
But that, depending on what our incident rates are, could change at any time. And people just need to be aware of that we're not out of the woods yet. And we are seeing a slight uptick in cases in town.
And in the state, there's a slight uptick across the whole state.
There's an uptick in the state, but we need to really pay attention to why those things are happening. In Westford, currently, there's no common denominator. So there's not one activity that I can say is causing that, because the age ranges and the types of people that are coming down with COVID are completely different every single time.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting. So yeah, it's just about common sense, I think,
Yep.
Wearing the mask and social distancing and just trying to stay.
Big three.
Yep, exactly. Great. Thanks a lot, Jeff.
All right, Patty.
Yeah, we'll check in again next week.
All right, we'll do.
For WestfordCAT, I'm Patty Stalker.